Hey y'all, welcome and welcome back to Aaliyah TV Reacts. So I've been gone for a while. I went on vacation. I posted on my other channel. I did a whole vlog about it. I went to Carnival in Trinidad earlier this year. And then I got super busy. Like when I tell you your girl came back, was booked and busy, booked and busy. I had so much to do. So yeah, I was busy doing all that. I booked a couple of roles and I had like clients to do stuff for. So I was just like so swamped. And then I also needed to take a break because coming back from vacation, editing all those videos and working, balancing all that stuff, I definitely needed to take a break. So I'm back and I'm so happy to be back doing reaction videos. I really like reaction videos. I want to keep it more on educational, purposeful reaction videos and stuff like that, things we can laugh at and things like that, because I really want to keep it nice and fun on this channel, and I'm really goofy, so I think keeping it with the fun stuff fits in really well with my personality. I've been wanting to talk about this veneer tech stuff, seriously, this is truly the wildest thing. Oh, and also guys, I'm gonna try not to do a lot of movement like him, because I like to talk with my hands, but I think my camera moves out of focus, and I really hate that when I'm watching the playback and I was all out of focus. Yeah, I'm gonna try not to talk with my hands so much, because I notice for some reason my camera moves out of focus whenever I move around. It's so annoying. But I don't, because I'm really animated and stuff like that. Let's get into this. This is really the wildest stuff. Let me get the disclaimer going, because yeah, I do have a disclaimer now. Disclaimer, everything I say is my opinion about what's on the screen. If you're not in the video, I'm not talking about you. This video is for entertainment and commentary. No hate here, just honest reactions, a little sarcasm, some roasting, and maybe some side-eyeing. This is for entertainment purposes with a side of being realistic. If I critique something, it's called constructive criticism, not a personal attack. I don't beef on the internet or with people I don't know. If you disagree, you're allowed to. I love that. This is not an echo chamber. We are all unique. Just don't come at me like you're trying to win an internet battle, okay? It's not that deep. Also, if I say something wild, I'm West Indian. It's just natural. Okay, let's hop into the video. This lighting actually looks so perfect today. I'm so happy for this. I'm also shooting during the day, so the room is more has more light in it than normal. So, I don't know if you guys can tell from my previous videos, but if not, because of the lights, I have veneers. Real veneers, okay? Real veneers. And veneers are thin custom-made coverings placed over the front surface of teeth to improve their appearance. So you see my teeth, those are my actual that's my real teeth, okay? Those are my real teeth. In the front, that's the veneer. So they're only for the front of your teeth, and truthfully for aesthetic purposes only. They can be made out of composite material like resin mix with porcelain or zirconia, to name a few. Ideally, you want 100% porcelain veneers, which is what I have. 100% porcelain will last longer than composite mixes off top. I have a playlist about my veneers, so I will link that in the cards in the description box down below. I did a whole series vlogging it, how I take care of them and stuff like that. And soon I will be doing a 4-year update, because this year, Memorial Day is coming up. So I left around Memorial weekend to go get my teeth done when I did get them done. So it's about to be 4 years with them. So I'll be doing a 4-year update if you guys want to check that out. But I'll have the playlist link. When I was researching veneers, it honestly never occurred to me to look for someone who doesn't have a DDS, which is Doctor of Dental Surgery, next to their name. Someone who is an actual dentist, I remember logging into Instagram one day, and this was so crazy. Okay, so one day I logged into Instagram and I was following this girl. She's an Instagram model. She's also a fellow Trini. So I was following her, and at the time I was following her, she posted that she's taking clients for veneers. And I really thought it was strange because, I know her for posting pics, looking cute and just being an IG model, So then I remember that people do braces in their house. So, I was just like, okay. I really didn't think people were actually going to her because, we never saw her in a dentist's office. for one. Like, even when she was posting, I'm taking clients, you never saw like a dentist office. You just saw like a chair, like a dental chair, you know what I'm saying? The equipment stuff, you know? And so it never dawned on me to go to anyone who was not a dentist. I went to Cali, Colombia for my teeth, and it's been almost 4 years now. Situations like this make me question the education system in America. These are just my beginning thoughts. Like, I haven't watched this video yet, so let's get into the video finally. So I didn't watch this. I just let it get to this point so y'all can get this cute little graphic up here. But let me slide the bar back some. And I do have this video sped up to 1.25 speed because it's a little bit long. I didn't realize like how long it was.
What that mouth do?
Literally have every single one of my teeth done.
I really want my teeth perfect for my wedding day.
Mouths are doing a whole lot lately as social media has fueled a phenomenon.
Oh, look at me.
You got some big teeth.
I appreciate it. I call these BBL teeth.
Veneers, from chompers to chiclets, they can cost you a coin, but there are people doing them for the low out there. They call themselves veneer technicians.
It ruined my life.
They aren't real dentists. They are criminals doing serious damage to people.
They are being injured, they're being harmed, they're being scammed.
The Shade Room, undercover.
You want all this?
Just do illegal activities.
We coughed up thousands of dollars to take one of these veneer tech courses. The teacher had no idea that the man we hired was really a dentist. That's until I showed up to the class.
I want to talk to you real quick. Do you know that this is illegal here in Georgia?
It was a mess from the beginning.
We're getting down to the bottom of it as dentists are fed up.
I'd rather you have sex with me than tongue me because there's more bacteria in your mouth.
And law enforcement cracking down.
We're prepared to handle it, and we're going to handle it.
I'm Justin Carter, and this is a TSR Investigate special report, Operation Toothache. It's not always about what's in your mouth these days, but who is in your mouth, especially here in Atlanta, where people are making careers out of veneers. We're here at the Marietta Smile Gallery, one of the top cosmetic dentistry offices in the metro area. And the problem is there are copycat dentists out there calling themselves veneer specialists or veneer technicians with no training or degree to back it up. It is a crime, and they're putting lives at risk, all while making millions of dollars in the process. So we at the Shade Room, we went undercover to see what's tea.
I need a dentist that's young, that's hip, that can blend in.
The Shade Room had been planning this for over 6 months.
It was a mess from the beginning.
This is Georgia licensed dentist Dr. Errol Morgan. We asked him last summer to take a class for us, My New Smile ATL. It was advertised on Instagram as a composite and no prep porcelain veneer hands-on training class. At the end of it, you get a certificate that would allow you to, quote, install veneers on people.
I am going to be installing 10 top, 10 bottom, no more gap. It's literally perfect. I'm so excited for this case.
And she keeps using the word install. Install isn't a word we use in dentistry. We use cementation, we use edge, prime, and bond. Like those are the terminology we use. It's not a wig. This is what you're talking like it's a wig install.
To disguise his identity, together, Dr. Morgan and I, we made a fake Instagram page and a Gmail account to
Okay, yes. When she said install, bitch, I was dead. I was like, oh my God, is this a wig? Is it a lace front? Like, what do you mean install the veneers? Like, I don't know. I feel like put on your veneers. Like, you know, oh, I'm going to get my veneers put on today. Now I'm going to get my veneers installed today. Like, first of all, that was so crazy. But I'm so glad that dentist clocked it. That dentist that's sitting right there. I'm so glad he clocked it because what? And you know what? This whole get a certificate kind of thing, like, you know, because people preach, oh, you know, even if you don't go to school, like you can get some certificates and stuff like that, which is cool. So, you know, people getting certificates in their mind, they're thinking, you know, oh, I'm certified to do this because I got this certificate. But that's not what people meant. I think they meant like professional certificates. There's a teaching certificate you can get, a PMP. That's like a PMP certificate. You're a certified project manager, basically, you know, like professional certification within your industry. I mean, of course, there's some certifications you can get without like certain schooling, but because I know people who do lashes, they go take a class and they get a little certificate. Now they can just do lashes. But okay, like, you know, they didn't go to like esthetician school first and like learn all these different things about the body and skin and all this stuff and then go get the lash certificate. To me, that is completely different. And I feel like that should be like it, you know? But that's what I'm thinking this is, like, that's the similarity. Just random people taking this course and now, boom, I'm a veneer tech. I can do veneers. Like they doing lashes. Like that's literally what I just got from this. Okay, let's continue.
communicate with who we now know is a woman who calls herself Jay Zachary. She told us that she was based in Houston, but My New Smile ATL is her company, and she travels to several cities hosting veneer training courses.
We're trying to cash app her for the deposit.
Hold on, if she's in Houston, I think that's where that girl that I was following, I think that's where she lives. So maybe she went to her.
Cash app telling us it's fraudulent, don't do it. I tried to Zelle her. Zelle telling about no, it's not going through. So we're having a warning like, oh, this fraud.
She told us to hurry up and send her the $1,000 deposit because there were only 2 spots left in the course. So we bit the bullet and tried Apple Pay. It worked. This is the course we opted for. It's her back to school special, 2 days of classes for $4,500. Quote, all supplies, machines, labs included. Then it was time to send her the rest of the money, but our banks were not having it. Decline after decline. So we physically had to go to the bank and withdraw cash.
We got her money. This is the money, cash.
Show them the money because she's expensive, y'all.
She's expensive.
She want all this.
My bad, y'all. There was an ad. Oh my God. This is crazy. So, wow. That's a big red flag. Like if the banks is telling you like not to send somebody money, that's a big red flag. But that's probably not because she's doing veneers. Who knows what she was doing before? You know, because people, oof. So, I mean, ain't nothing wrong with like trying different things, but who knows what she was doing before while, you know, she's flagged in those systems. But damn, they was determined. They went out and withdrew the money to go give to her. Wow.
Just to do illegal activity.
Dr. Morgan ditching his scrubs for a trendy tracksuit and went through 2 4-hour days with her.
What was your experience like when you went in? It's a side of like a spa. Like, so from, if I wasn't a dentist and I just was enthusiastic about going to the course, I would went in there, see this beautiful spa, walk in, see the room, meet Jay. She's very professional, you know, this pink lab coat, like pink jumpsuit, very professional talking. And I'm just like, okay.
She gave him permission to record the lessons. Day 1 were lectures.
Porcelains are easier to do.
Which one do you prefer to do?
I love doing porcelain, but some people can't afford it. Like I charge $7,000 for my porcelain, and I definitely want you because we have to pay a lab. We're paying a lab $19.80 off the rent, so you can't go charging $2,500 for porcelain because you're not really making a profit.
Day 2 was all hands on.
That's it. Now, this tooth should feel really smooth. I don't want y'all to be in any type of trouble. We got to follow their guidelines. They're making it hard for us, but.
Okay, so did y'all hear her say $7,000 for porcelain? Honestly, I mean, I guess that's cheap for them, but when you go to like an actual dentist office, like an actual, you know, in America where you go get porcelain, it's more than that. It's well, and they have stuff called like lumineers and stuff like that. Yeah, lumineers. Y'all can look that up, lumineers. Yeah, it costs way more than that. So I'm like, what is she talking about? But $7,000 for them to do it, maybe because like, you know, they not really trained on how to do it. It's $7,000, but yikes, that's a lot. I think that's probably still less than Dr. Mario, even though he's pricey. But I don't recommend going to him. I do not recommend going to Dr. Mario. I know I just brought him up. I do not recommend going to him. Don't do it. Do not do it. Don't do it. But you can get 100% porcelain in Colombia for really cheap. Like, it honestly, if the dentist is popular, you're paying for the name. And Dr. Mario doesn't even work on you. That's why I say no to it. And you really paying for his name. And he's a markup. The markup is insane. But yeah, she's saying $7,000 for veneers. Of course, nobody's gonna give you $7,000 for veneers. Like for porcelain veneers, they're not gonna give you $7,000. Like that's weird. Why would? Of course, they're not.
It's very doable. There's a speedometer on the suction. If we use too much, we could cause cutting in the mouth. They're saying, which we're not doing any pulling or anything, but say for instance, if they did have a tooth that was bothered or bleeding and we're suctioning it, we can cause blood clots. So they're just trying to get strict now because we're getting by. And then shape it at the bottom, make it, yep.
It looks a mess. She told me this was great work. Because you know I'm not trying to expose my skills. So I'm like, what do I do? She like, you pat it on there, pat it on, pat it on. And she was like, oh, like this is acceptable. She has a group me made with other technicians involved, that she has a licensed dentist allegedly that she's working with that will do your deep cleanings for you, remove your composite veneers or porcelain veneers that you have, and that she has the finance company to finance it for the patients, so you don't have to worry about how will people pay for it, that she has that already understood. She told me that, since she's in Atlanta, that she had a dentist, and she gave me his name, his number, to contact him with any patients that I have for their cleanings and deep cleanings and composite removals, and he'll do it for her. I called the number and verified that was the dentist. Apparently, the dental office that she said that she gave me, they didn't recognize that dentist. So I'm not sure if it's a dental assistant, somebody in the office that's doing something illegal, because she did state that it will happen after hours.
Check this out too. This is the kit she said that he would need to get it all started. A box of medical tools and a drill with a pedal inside. It's from Amazon. We checked. It's $63.
She gave me this. She said it's not a drill. It's not a handpiece that dentists use. It's something that they use kind of in the nail shop, or like a dental technician would use to kind of file acrylic down. And we were working on it, and she let me use it with the teeth, and I was filing down. But this is the real danger. This, I think, personally, is where the issue comes around, because this has the power to remove enamel off of somebody's tooth. And once we start removing enamel, it's irreversible, and that causes sensitivity. It can cause dental decay.
So was she instructing you to drill away at people's teeth using that?
So she did state we're not drilling in people's teeth. She's filing with people's teeth. So that, that's the disclaimer she tries to use, her different jargon.
Dr. Morgan, he finishes the class successfully and was told that his certificate would be emailed. The entire time, I'm outside waiting to ask Jay Zachary some questions about her business. I waited for 30 minutes. She never came outside, so I head up to meet her myself.
Then I show up. Then you show up.
So I come up to this suite. We knock on the door. What happens next?
My bad, y'all. It's the ad.
We walk in, and she immediately kisses out. She tells us she's on the phone. Now she's just in a hurry, and she's chaotic.
How are you? I'm Justin.
Hey.
I want to talk to you real quick.
Can you hold on?
Sure.
Because I'm on a very
Sure.
hold on. And y'all give me 1 minute. I'm talking to
We wait for her by the elevator. Minutes later, she comes out. She tells us that she's on the phone with her son's school because of an emergency. She insists that we reach out to her at a later time.
Gotta give me a second.
Okay, I will. I just want to give you a chance. At this point, do you think she knew what was up?
I did. I think when she seen you, I think she knew. She knew when she seen you.
We explained to her who we both were. She continued to ignore us and walk towards her rideshare.
Did you want to chat about this? I just wanted to give you an opportunity.
I'm on a call with nothing is more important than my kids.
I just wanted to give you an opportunity because I am doing a story about this.
Okay.
And you're going to be featured. Do you know that this is illegal here in Georgia? But it is illegal here in Georgia.
She had nothing to say.
Not.
Later that night, she did send an email. It says in part, quote, "Hey, I'm not sure what went on today, but the way you guys acted and harassed me when I told you all I had an emergency with my son, I had a little more respect from you, giving you benefit of the doubt. And I'm confused. Are you a dentist or work for the Shade Room? Why did you need my class? You told them I did veneers today? I trained you. Not did your veneers. I would rather refund you your money and you give me all my equipment and training manuals back, and I can train someone who actually needs training. That was a total waste of my time, and I lost out on money trying to make sure I accommodated you in a timely manner." End quote. We responded in an email as well with our plans to cover this story, offering a one-on-one interview. We have not yet heard back from her. She also never returned that $4,500 that she received from us.
What's your response to that?
Guilty as charged.
Little did we know we were onto something. Prosecutors here at the Fulton County District Attorney's Office, which covers the Atlanta area, they were well aware of what was going on with these so-called veneer technicians. They were months in to an investigation, an operation of their own, Operation Toothache, and the person they were after, you may have heard of before.
This is the prosecutor who caught on, Deputy Fulton County District Attorney Will Wooten.
I'm in charge of prosecuting the big time fraud cases in Atlanta. And there is no shortage of those cases here. I'm a TikTok scroller. I'm on TikTok all the time. And I'm scrolling TikTok one day and I see the story about...
Okay, sorry about that, guys. There was an ad and all this. It got kind of crazy. But support the channel so I can get premium. If you guys don't know, Will Wooten, it said that he prosecutes all the big fraud crimes in Fulton County. And I've been following, I don't know if you guys, well, of course, a lot of people know who Steve Harvey is. On the Steve Harvey Morning Show, one of the co-hosts, Shirley Strawberry, her husband, Nesto, if you type in Shirley Strawberry Nesto in YouTube, y'all gonna see all the jail calls pull up, everything like that. So that's really where I am on YouTube, in that little sector, listen to jail call reactions, all that stuff. Oh my God, it's so juicy. So I'm familiar with Will Wooten because he's prosecuting the case against Shirley Strawberry's now ex-husband. But at the time he was arrested, they were married, but now they're divorced. And honestly, the marriage was like a whole bigamy marriage. Honestly, that whole Nesto saga is so juicy. But y'all should check out the Cherry Files. Type in Cherry Files on YouTube and check out that series. So I'm familiar with Will Wooten, and he is a no-nonsense type of guy. He said he's on TikTok scrolling. Wow. So yeah, he's on social media. He's on to y'all, all y'all scammers out in Atlanta. He is on to you, and he is coming to get you, okay? Let's get back in the video.
And I see the story about veneer techs, and specifically about veneer techs in Atlanta. And, I say, I got to look into this. And it didn't take long for me to find my way to Brandon Dillard.
Brandon Dillard, owner of A-List Smiles ATL. Wooten says that he was cashing a big coin off of his illegal veneer businesses. He had several LLCs in his name: A-List Smiles, The Veneer Collection, A-List Institute, A-List Medics. A-List Atlanta.
We believe that over the course of the existence of A-List Cosmetics or A-List Smiles, that company brought in about $4 million over about a period of about 3.5 years.
His prices were on point. It's why Miko Collins was first in line when the business started back in 2021. He's a stylist and a
Damn, millions of dollars. Honestly, that's not hard to believe. That's not hard to believe because this was like the biggest like veneer guy, right? Wow. You said 3 to 4 million? 3 to 4 million. Whoa. This is what people was spending their stimulus money and the extra money, that the extra income that they've been getting, because people's jobs basically just started paying more during the pandemic, and now they're laying everybody off because they don't want to pay y'all all that money no more. But anyways, yeah, so this is what y'all was doing with that little extra money y'all got. Y'all was going out and getting like because millions of dollars. Oh my God, look at this. His teeth look kind of bulky. Okay, y'all, look at his smile, right? Look at mine. How he like this? Look at. Should I get closer? Hold on. Can y'all see? Like, do my teeth look, because his teeth, they look really chunky. Like, just by looking at them, they a little bit on the rounder, bigger side. Just off look, like, do my teeth look like that? To me, my teeth look skinny. Okay. That's enough. It just happened to pause right here. I'm like, okay, let's compare. But okay, let's go.
Model and one of Brandon Dillard's first clients. They were friends.
And let me slow it down. Let's see if we can get a closer look on his teeth. Oh, and in case I didn't say, the name of this video is Undercover at a Fake Veneer School. You won't believe what we found. TSR investigates, and this is on the Shade Room. It was posted 3 weeks ago as I'm recording this video, and it has 300,064 views. Yeah, I think I said that number right. Okay, let's go.
I kind of wanted to fit in and get a perfect smile.
He was quoted $4,500 for composite veneers.
Full mouth, full or 20 teeth, $4,500.
His before and after posted on Instagram.
I walked out, and in the first like 15 minutes, maybe 5 minutes of me walking out.
Hold on, I'm trying to get back. I'm trying to get his before and after on the screen. Okay, so so he paid $4,500 for this, y'all. $4,500 for this. Can y'all see? Okay, yeah. For this on the screen, he paid $4,500. And these are composites. Do y'all want to know how much I pay for my teeth? Do y'all really want to know? If you haven't seen that video, okay. I paid $2,990 for my teeth. Yeah, it wasn't $3,000. It was like literally just below $3,000 for is how many? I know I have on the bottom two of my, so one, two, three, four. So 4 of my teeth on the bottom don't have veneers, and only 1, 2, and 1 on each side up here don't have veneers. So there's only 2, 4, 6 of my teeth that don't have veneers. So however many teeth we have in our mouth, not counting the wisdom teeth, that's how many veneers I got. I don't even know. Is that 20? Could that be? I don't know. I don't know if that could be 20. But I paid that amount for the teeth I got, and they did it like that because, you don't see the bottom when you smile. You see mostly the top. So that's why it's like that. But he paid more. He got shit work. And I guess something went wrong because he's doing an interview. Let's look at his teeth. I mean, It doesn't look like these 2, 1, 2, 3. These 3 look like they're a different shade from this. I don't know. Maybe is that how the light is hitting it? But they look like a different shade. I don't know. But that's his. Wow. Okay, let's finish listening to his story.
Instagram.
I walked out, and in the first like 15 minutes, maybe 5 minutes of me walking out, the first chip started already. And it chipped right out of my mouth.
He says Dillard fixed it right away. He even ate a salad after.
It chipped again. So it chipped twice within maybe 2 hours of having them done.
He went back, and Dillard corrected the teeth again the next day. But 2 months later, as he was traveling on an airplane,
I'm biting into a cookie next to somebody and the tooth comes out.
He'd have his teeth fixed 5 times before Dillard started charging him hundreds of dollars for further repair. And that's where the back and forth started.
I'm not chewing nothing that's gonna break my teeth. I'm not chewing on candy. Like, no, that is ridiculous. They're literally just falling off of my teeth. And you're saying, like, pay $1,500 for you to take 13 veneers out of 20 veneers.
I'm not doing anything for free. This is it. Business is business. I don't care about your review. My work speaks for itself. You never had a deep cleaning after you got them done. I have the pictures. That's probably why. You had so much built up plaque on your teeth before you got them done. No wonder why they're coming out. You were supposed to get a deep cleaning, which you never did, and lied and said you had one.
I was explaining to him, like, it's depressing. Like, I'm literally going on TV at times with chipped veneers. That is depressing. Like, I don't pay my money to look a mess.
He says the long-term effects on his teeth have been horrific.
It's not that he messed up my teeth, but he made them weak. Like they're more brittle now.
Miko is not alone. October 3rd, 2024, the DA's office, they secured a warrant and raided Brandon Dillard's Buckhead condo, as well as his business right here in Northeast Atlanta. As you can see, it's pretty quiet. There's a bunch of medical offices.
Okay, so yes, because the lady said, oh, they're not drilling, but they're filing. They do need to do a file on your tooth, okay? Even me, if you guys go over and look at my videos, it's like light shaving, okay? It's not like when you see those people with the little small nub tooths, they're getting crowns, okay? Those are not veneers, they're getting crowns because their entire tooth is going to be covered. That's why they have a little knob, okay? So with veneers, yes, there is some prep involved, but it should be like minimal prep for the most part. If you don't have, because I didn't have any teeth overlapping like crazy or anything like that. You guys will see in the video, but yeah, my teeth were lightly shaved, and they shaved them on the first day when I got to Colombia. And the following days after that, they were pretty sensitive. Like when I was eating and drinking, I realized I couldn't bite into certain stuff, like certain meats and things like that. So damn, like I can't even understand what he was going through. And when you do get veneers, there are some stuff that you can't eat the same anymore. You can't eat chicken bones. And I told y'all I'm West Indian. I'm from Trinidad, and we chew up the bone, you know what I'm saying? It depends on the meal. Like if it's like a really good curry or a good stewed chicken, you know what I'm saying? Well, and it's mostly chicken bones that we chew up because that's the only one that get, nice and soft enough. But when that seasoning, everything just seep into that bone, you just want to. But yeah, I don't necessarily do that anymore. I'm not even chancing. I don't even miss doing it per se. That like certain nuts like granolas and stuff like that, I'm really not supposed to eat. So I really don't eat granola because they do get stuck in my teeth. And granola is something I can go without. So there really are some things you cannot eat. Even biting into certain things. Even if it could be like a little hard, I guess, it's just easier if you just cut it up in smaller pieces and stuff like biting into an apple. I don't think I've really been biting into apples like that because I just like, you know what? Why even go through all that? Just cut the apple up. So I just cut it up in slices. I will bite into a pear because they're really soft. But yeah, you can't eat certain things, even nuts. Like I don't like peanuts, so I will eat cashews. I would do some almonds, pistachios. I like those. Sunflower seeds. Yeah, I like those. But I did get some sunflower seeds where I had to like open them. I wasn't the biggest fan of doing that. So I don't know. I would say be careful with those. But and I have the good porcelain. He had composites. Okay. I have like the really good porcelain. And he just eating a cookie and like, that's so gross. That is so gross. Oh my God. Like literally right when he left, it's falling out. I can't believe y'all was spending money on this. Oh my God. I didn't know it was this crazy because I didn't know it was this crazy. Wow.
And other businesses, but it was what was inside that really shocked investigators.
You're talking things like Range Rovers, Mercedes vehicles, custom gold and diamond jewelry, large amounts of cash, designer goods, Louis Vuitton, Chanel.
It's all spelled out in an 87-page criminal complaint against both Brandon Dillard and another man, Angel Santos, over 400 items seized. And yes, they love their Louis Vuitton.
Damn. They done seized up his money, bro. His cash. Listen, y'all, you gotta find better hiding places. You gotta find better hiding places for that cash. And that money, he most likely won't get that money back. Since he's being charged and they're calling his business illegal and all that stuff. Like, so he probably won't get that money back.
And Chanel. They also love their Balenciaga chains, Cartier sunglasses, an 18-karat Rolex, Hermes bracelets. The list goes on.
We seized jewelry, money, vehicles, dental equipment, luxury goods. And the reason I bring that up is because about a week or two ago, we filed what's called a complaint for civil forfeiture,
which is a lawsuit that claims his $1.4 million Buckhead condo was obtained through the commission of crimes, serious crimes. Dillard arrested and charged with 8 felonies, including practicing dentistry without a license, practicing medicine without a license, theft by deception, and RICO charges. It also says in this criminal warrant.
Okay, so you see, I just said that. I told you, I've been learning a lot of stuff following that Nesto case out of Fulton County. So yeah, he just got his condo seized. This is serious. This is very, very serious. This is like this whole veneer tech situation is very illegal. So if you're out here doing veneer tech work and it's very much illegal, so your whole livelihood is at stake. Like, I don't know if he had any kids, but if you're out here doing this, think about your kids. Like when the feds, the state, whoever come looking for you, knock kicking the door, where your kids gonna sleep at when they come through and seize up everything because it was gotten with ill-gotten funds. Like theft by deception. They don't play about that in Georgia. Like Nesto, they kept letting him skate by with his theft by deception. He was like, because they kept nole pros. I think I might be saying it wrong, but that's where they just decline to prosecute the case. Like if you stay out of trouble for this long, whatever, they won't prosecute the rest. Like if you cut a deal, stuff like that. But yeah, they really need to be cracking down on this in Georgia. But yeah, let's finish this.
That Dillard offers and performs face filler, lip filler, and non-surgical BBL procedures, which involve the subcutaneous and or intramuscular injections of hyaluronic face filler, lip filler, license, practicing medicine without a license, theft by deception, and RICO charges. It also says in this criminal warrant that Dillard offers and performs face filler, lip filler, and non-surgical BBL procedures, which involve the subcutaneous and or intramuscular injections of hyaluronic acid into the face, lips, buttocks, and other areas of the human body. Dillard does not possess a valid license to practice medicine in Georgia from the Georgia Composite Medical Board at all.
Why Atlanta?
I can't.
Guys. Damn. So that sounds like he was doing injections like on the face, like fillers, face fillers, and also the what's it called, Sculptra in the butt, which as far last I checked, Sculptra is not approved to be used anywhere other than the face, okay? Because they don't know the long-term effects of it, like being in that part of the body and stuff like that. It's only approved for the face. And Sculptra is like a semi-permanent filler, basically. It's not gonna dissolve easily, basically. Like when it's there, it's supposed to be there, okay? It's not one of those that dissolve. So wow, he's in there doing like, I get it's not illegal. I hope he wasn't doing illegal butt shots. I hope he was not, if that's how he's advertised, but that's how it looks on paper when they word it like that. That's how it kind of looks. But I'm pretty sure he was doing Sculptra. Like, I'm not going to put the whole illegal butt shots on him. I feel like he was most likely doing Sculptra. But damn. And those are all like procedures that you probably need to do with a license. Like you have to be like a licensed nurse and stuff like that. Because I think here in Texas, even if you have like a med spa that have injections, there has to be like a doctor that's over the entire thing, or associated with your location or your practice and things like that. So there's like, this stuff is very serious. Like, I know it got really popular over the years, but this is very serious. And I've looked at different injectors, and I'm still, honestly, y'all, being poor saved me when it comes to fillers. Okay, I feel like I'm getting off track, but let me. Yes, being poor saved me from fillers because I couldn't afford them. But let's get back into this.
Tell you why. I can just tell you that yes, there's a lot of scamming going on in Atlanta since our administration, Connie Willis's administration came in 2021. We've kind of reprioritized our attention to these types of cases.
And that is why at least 10 of Brandon Dillard's former patients are named as witnesses in this complaint. One woman said she, quote, had some of the veneers fall out of her mouth and she developed an abscess. Another, quote, developed lockjaw and an abscess in her mouth since receiving the veneers. Another paid $5,500 and told investigators she can only eat soft foods on the side of her mouth where Dillard shaved her teeth.
When the problems come from the veneers, they don't have dental insurance, they don't have health insurance, they don't have access to get in and get the care that they need. And so that's another reason why prosecuting these types of cases is so important. Pretty much anything that could be considered an operation or a procedure inside of someone's mouth affecting their teeth, their jaw, their bone structure, anything like that is considered dentistry. And if you don't have a license issued by the Georgia Board of Dentistry, you cannot do any of those things.
In fact, it's revealed here that Dillard was sent a cease and desist letter by the chief investigator of the Georgia Board of Dentistry back in February 2024. She warned, quote, that the Board of Dentistry is investigating you for the unlicensed practice of dentistry. The matter will be discussed at the upcoming investigative committee meeting for a status update and decision on how to proceed. The chief investigator, Stacey Altman, then got him on the phone where Dillard said that he was performing veneer services solely for theatrical purposes.
The first lane is, of course, the people that are getting services, right? And the second lane is people that are taking classes to learn how to become veneer techs themselves.
And many not knowing that the up to $6,000 he charges to teach veneer tech courses is solicitation for others to commit similar crimes. The certifications that he gives out at the end of the course is not valid in the state of Georgia.
This course kind of pissing me off a little bit.
It was easy to tip off Dr. Heavenly Kimes.
Ooh, did you hear that? Them certificates is not valid. They're not valid. Hello. I don't know who needs to hear this. Hello. Them veneer tech certificates don't mean a goddamn thing, bitch. What dentist school did you go to? That's what people need to see. We need to see your DDS. Like, where is that? Where that should be on the wall of your practice. It shouldn't be no certificate from whoever this dude is. It should be from like an actual reputable university of some sort, okay? Because wow, did you hear that? It's illegal. And Dr. Heavenly, oh my God, I love Dr. Heavenly. She's a Scorpio. I haven't watched Married to Medicine since probably like the first season or whatever. Maybe like a couple episodes, but I just like Dr. Heavenly because, she keep it real. But I know a lot of people don't like her, but oh my gosh, she looks so cute here. Let's hear what she got to say.
She's a board-certified cosmetic dentist, owner of Smiles by Heavenly, and one of the stars of Bravo's Married to Medicine. When I sat her down to take this non-prep porcelain veneers lab application certification with me, she was shocked. We randomly found this course after a quick Google search.
It's a $1,500 course being offered right now online. Anybody can sign up for it, essentially.
We're not naming the business attached to it because it may be part of an ongoing investigation, but Dr. Kimes, she immediately spotted some critical flaws.
Something that they didn't mention, though, is that you need to numb a patient when it comes to that.
You got to administer anesthesia because most times you have to prep the tooth. You have to trim down the tooth, the enamel off the tooth for it to look right.
Something else that stuck out to me, too, as we were going through the course, you said, Dr. Heavenly, all this information is pretty much accurate.
Yes, this course is very much accurate. I mean, we're in an age where AI is everything. ChatGPT, I could have pulled this up and actually put this information here together, for sure. Easily. 15 minutes.
Is that scary to you?
It is, because I think that people don't have the knowledge of what they need to know in order to make an educated decision and keep themselves healthy. Because if anybody can get this course and anybody could try to do it from their home, they don't know what kind of risk they're putting themselves at. And it's something that's elective, something they don't even really have to do at that point.
Something else of concern, the course pushing students to send labs for dental impressions overseas.
When it comes to your practice, how does it work with labs, with sending labs? You have to have a license and you have to prove that you have a license.
Yeah, when you send something to a lab, you have to have what you call a prescription, just like you do with drugs or anything else. They have to have your license number in order to send something out to a laboratory. I'm not seeing anything on the sterilization techniques. Like, where's the autoclave when you're using different instruments? An autoclave is a device that you use to kill the spores, like it's a heating device, almost like an oven. You have cold sterile. They're not mentioning these types of things in order to keep it safe. Another thing that I noticed in here was when they're actually placing the veneers, sometimes you have to adjust them in the mouth. Now that's where the issue comes in, because when you're adjusting anything in the mouth and you get close to the gums, if you have bleeding or something like that, that's where the bacteria starts. Now bacteremia can go to your heart and it can cause extensive things. And as a non-professional, you can't prescribe them medication, antibiotic, or something they need. The first thing I do is go over your medical history before we start anything.
Okay, so Dr. Heavenly touched on a lot of different things. Wow. Ooh, y'all have people filing in y'all mouth. Oh, Lord, I hope, jeez, I don't even know what they would use to numb you if they really just did a career switch from driving school buses to now being a veneer tech. I don't know what they was numbing these people with. That is crazy. When I got my veneers done, I was numb at the beginning because they have to do all that stuff with the teeth, and I had like gum contouring done because when you see the veneers, they're a little bit taller than your actual teeth. Yeah, like just a little bit taller. And then also she talked about the adjusting when it's placed. You have to make sure that you're placing the tooth correctly. So, wow. Yeah, this is... I can't believe y'all let people play in y'all's mouth, made them millionaires. This is crazy. I just can't believe. But she is so right. Like, how do people aren't educated to know what they're supposed to be looking for. I mean, I just can't understand why you would go to somebody who's not a dentist for this. And she made a good point about the labs. Like when the lady talked about sending the teeth off, I'm like, where is she sending it to get made for like $1,100 something $100? I was wondering where was she sending it, but let's continue.
Do you have heart problems, heart murmur, rheumatic fever, diabetes, high blood pressure? Are you pregnant or nursing?
None of which is listed anywhere in the course.
You know what? I often try to use analogies. Doing dentistry without a licensed professional is almost like having sex without a condom. You're risking it. You're risking your life. You just really are.
Damn.
I'd rather you have sex with me than tongue me because there's more bacteria in your mouth, and that bacteria is spreadable.
Are you hitting on me, Dr. Heavenly?
I am not. I've been married 25 years, but your mouth has so much bacteria. You know what I mean? I would almost rather you have sex than tongue saliva.
But Dr. Heavenly, black people are saying, we don't care. That's a problem, don't you think?
Care about your life?
Let's look at that. This is the look now.
With over 1 million followers on social media, influencer and comedian Big Homie Blocks, he told us that he was okay with his porcelain veneers. He says that he got them done by a veneer technician back in March. They slid into his DMs and gave him a deal, $2,000.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Let's do this.
I'm ready. Know my babies right there?
Yours.
Okay, y'all. Know my babies right there. Oh, look at me.
It was all fun and games until his front tooth popped out.
I had a minor technical difficulty on myself. But I ain't gonna trip though, like y'all. Y'all gotta watch what y'all eat when y'all got veneers, man.
Damn.
I can't go outside like this, y'all. I can't be outside looking like this.
They're huge.
Yeah.
Did you pick that size?
Oh, the way my teeth set up, I think it fit my teeth area.
Oh my God. Damn. That's, and if you got 1 million followers, I'm assuming he was already making money on social media. Baby, you could have actually went to Dr. Mario. Well, I really don't recommend going to him. You could have hit up any other dentist and asked them, hey, I have 1 million followers. I really want to get my teeth done. Do you guys work with influencers and celebrities and things like that? What can we do in exchange for promotion? What can you do for me in exchange for me posting you on my social media? You being known as my dentist, you being known as the one who did my teeth and stuff like that. Me personally, I post my dentist because I'm just logging and journaling everything I do, like as far as like when my body goes and stuff like that, and sharing it with people because people won't know, and all these things are accessible to us regular people. Like it's not gate kept by celebrities or nothing like that. Honestly, if you have the money, you can get it done. That's the only thing between everybody and the people who have it and the ones who don't. It's just money to get it. Honestly, money, and I guess knowing where to go to get it, you know? So I just can't believe he let them play in his mouth. And he had 1 million followers. And then his photo, honestly, I'm so blessed not to have any issues. No issues whatsoever. Let's finish this.
Tell you about a veneer technician or even say that. What does that mean to you? Do you think it's a real thing?
No, of course. I mean, veneer techs pretty much learn off YouTube. It takes 1 month for them to get a certificate. Well, 2 days actually, and I don't agree with that.
But why? Why would you do it?
Because I wanted a new smile. I wanted my smile to be better, but it ended up being bigger.
And you are aware that this is illegal?
This is illegal?
It's illegal. This is a legal practice, veneer technicians.
Well, we need to call the police on these people.
You got illegal veneers in your mouth that could be harming your health long term.
I can't believe this. See, I learned something new every day.
We showed our interview with Big Homie Blocks to Dr. Michael Thomas, licensed cosmetic dentist.
He didn't even know that shit was illegal. This is crazy. This is so crazy. Oh my God, his reaction finding out it was illegal is so priceless. Oh my God. Oh my God.
And owner of the Marietta Smile Gallery. It's right outside of Atlanta. Veneers are his thing. Celebrities come to him to get their teeth done. He too was shocked at what he heard.
Do his teeth look okay by your standards?
On the surface level, they're big. On the surface level, you can tell that when he chews or eats, there's some things that's probably gonna be breaking or cracking or popping out or something like that. You can just kind of see about what we call the bite or occlusion, that there were some things that were off. And there's some things that can be improved upon and that can lead to even bigger issues down the line. TMJ issues, temporal pain, like a lot of different things. I hope that at some point he gets some professional help.
Well, he listened. In February 2025, months after our interview, Big Homie Blocks had a message to his fans. He had his veneers removed.
I took them out because I had a chipped teeth in the front. It was a lot of stuff that I didn't like about it that was still about the veneers that I really wanted to be done. Like, for example, they was too big. I mean, the push come to shove, the only thing she did was put it back. And then to cover up the chip, she tried to gloss over it, but it didn't work. As you can see, it made my teeth fall out still. One thing I'm gonna always tell people, whoever wanna get their teeth done, veneers done, make sure y'all go to a real dentist, you know what I'm saying? Don't go to a veneer tech.
That's advice we can all chomp on. So what do you do if you see an illegal veneer practice in your area? Your best line of defense is to reach out to your local district attorney's office or your state board of dentistry. In Atlanta, you can reach out to fcda.fraudtips@fultoncountyga.gov. And of course, we'll have all of that information on our website, theshaderoom.com. For now, this is a TSR Investigate special report, Operation Toothache. I'm Justin Carter.
Wow. Thanks so much, Justin, for bringing us this special story. Oh my God. Thank you. So, y'all, that was crazy. Am I going to be snitching on the people I see doing veneers? If I have the time, you know, I probably will. If I have the time, you know, I'm so busy. But this is so crazy. This is the craziest thing ever, y'all. Like, oh my God. Okay, so please do not go out there and take anything, okay? So yeah, so that was a wild video, y'all. I didn't watch that video beforehand. All the reactions on this channel is legit, real, okay? And so in closing, if you want to get your teeth done, I definitely recommend going out the country. The US dollar goes a long way. I mean, honestly, and I'm really hoping we can keep it that way. Oh my God, there's so much going on in the world. But yes, the US dollar goes a long way, and that is why porcelain dental work is more affordable compared to staying in America. Like when you go overseas, like you can go to Mexico, DR, you know, and get your porcelain dental work done. And please do not be ignorant when it comes to medical tourism. There are talented doctors and dentists all over the world. You can't just think because America's first world country, all this great stuff, that staying here is always best, which is not true. There are a lot, and even there are actual like licensed dentists here that mess people up too. So definitely do your research with every single thing, everything. Always do your research. Always do your research. Look up all the bad reviews and the good reviews, because you need to know both sides when going into it. Okay, for real. So yeah, if you want to know more about my veneers, check out the playlist in the description box. These are my teeth again. I love her. I love her so much. And my dentist, I just had a cleaning last week. My dentist love my veneers. Okay. My dentist loves them. And he's seen my teeth before I got them on. Okay. So he completely loves my veneers. My teeth are still doing amazing. Okay. So yeah. And yes, you still need to get cleanings when you have veneers. Okay. You still need to get your regular cleanings twice a year, everything. So anyways, check out my playlist, guys, and comment down below your thoughts on veneers and your thoughts on the video we just reacted to. The video suggestion link is in the description box. Thanks so much for watching. Subscribe if you want to see more of me. Like the video if you enjoyed it or dislike it. And if you want to support the channel so the ads can stop like interrupting the reaction, definitely check out the links in the description box. And yeah, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye.